Yo, what's up guys, it's Gabzzz here and welcome back to another video. Today we have my first Class Fest recap. Probably the biggest show I've been to this year. The biggest show I've probably been to since Rolling Loud. Man, shout out to Leo and Jake for genuinely, this show was massive. 700 people in the room. That building had an insane amount of energy from from start to finish. It just felt special. It just genuinely felt like a celebration of the underground. It literally gave me chills before Moss and Wavy even got on stage. Before the opening act even got on stage, I had chills. Not only that, but the room was packed from the second the doors opened. These were real, true underground fans. I want to shout out K-Preem and Lottery Lucas for keeping the vibes high and capitalizing on the energy that was in that room. Because between sets, there was just as many mosh pits as when there was artists performing. A lot of times that's super hard to do. But then again, I think this crowd was moshing to anything. They were literally moshing to Nirvana at one point. So at a rap show, that's hard to do. That's hard to do. So this crowd was insane. But without further ado, let's get on to the performances. We start with the boys, 10K Moss and Wavy Jackson. This set really put into perspective the energy that was in that room. Moss and Wavy were the perfect openers for the show. They bring so much energy into their performances. It's almost impossible for the crowd to not match that energy. And some of the footage I've seen from their unreleased song, If Looks Could Kill, is just insane. It's just insane. And you couldn't have asked for a better way to open the show. We then had Gunner. Now, I love Gunner, but I think his set at Dead Egos was actually better than his first class set. I don't know if it was because maybe the crowd was catching their breath or what, but I feel like the energy from the crowd lulled a bit for Gunner, which is crazy because I've seen some of the footage afterwards, and it was still crazy. Now, even if they did lull a bit, it wasn't because of anything Gunner did. It's not his fault at all. In fact, I think Gunner did well to get the crowd back into it at parts, getting the pits back open, reigniting the fire. I also wanted to add a funny story here. I don't know if Gunner is going to see this. Probably not. He does follow me on Instagram, but I don't think he'll watch this. But anytime I'm downtown, I usually walk to the TTC station closest to me. And that's also me refusing to take the 2 train. Refusing. I only go north-south. That's all I do. So anytime I'm downtown, I refuse to take an Uber. And so I'm walking to TTC station, probably 45 minutes away. Right. So I get to Spadina, which is like a 30-minute walk from the Access Club. And I start walking towards Spadina Station right by U of T up there. And I walk past the Smoky's Poutine. And I look in, right? And because I'm a fucking nosy person. I'm a people watcher, right? So I'll look into places, especially when I'm downtown. This was a Tuesday, so it was a bit boring of a night for that, but I'll usually look in and see what's going on inside the bars and whatever. So I look inside the Smoky's Poutine, and I just look in, and I see what I'm 99.9% sure was Gunner. Now listen, I've never met Gunner in person, so I wasn't gonna go in and like be like, oh yeah, what's good, Gunner? Like, he's with like 5 other people. I'm not gonna disturb him. Like, that's just not something I will do, especially with my social anxiety. But I definitely froze for like 10 seconds. Like, oh shit, is that Gunner? Like, what the fuck? Like, looking inside the door, and I'm like 99.9% sure one of his friends acknowledged it. And so they definitely thought some weirdo was watching them eat. And for that, I apologize. Moving on, though, we had KILLY next. Now, KILLY is literally the artist I've seen the most live, genuinely. I've seen him 5 times. I think the first time was at the first Class Fest. I then saw him at First Track Fest. I then saw him at the DMTV Underground Showcase in February, then at Dead Egos, and then now at First Class Fest again. But I can say without a doubt, this was his best set yet. The group he had with him on stage, it just looked like it looked like a BBK set. Also, easily the best dressed I've ever seen KILLY. Shout out to Ethan Cordner for that, because sometimes, I'm not gonna lie, KILLY's fit, I remember specifically the fit at the DMTV Underground Showcase. It just looked like he was ready for school. The crowd was definitely feeling KILLY to the point where I ended up in the pits and ended up losing my sunglasses. Another thing that started with KILLY's set was the stage dives, because, I mean, obviously everyone wants to be Lottery Jake. There was more dives at this event than there was at a Brazilian soccer game. Like, it's fun, but there's definitely some people that went home and woke up the next morning with a sore back because they didn't get caught. Next, I believe, was Def Stacks. This was probably my least favorite set of the night. I just don't feel like the vibe matched the rest of the night. I feel like his music is a little slower than a lot of the artists that performed and didn't have much to offer live. The music is still very good. It's just not something I would be like, oh, I want to see this song performed live. We then had 4-5.
Get closer. Come on. Get over here. You're about to jump in the fuck crowd, and if you don't catch him, y'all gonna disappoint me. Come on, man. Don't disappoint me right now. Don't disappoint me right now. Let's do it. So when this beat drop, he gonna jump in the fucking crowd. Let's do it. And I'm trying to see him swim. I'm trying to see him swim right now. Let's go. Let's go. One. Yeah. Put the hands up. Hands up. Hands up. Hands up. Yeah. One bitch got bitches too. One bitch got bitches too. One bitch got come on, bitch got bitches too. So what you never do? Come. Be somebody else too. This is not the time. I know when I'm going back. Alright, smooth right. Money trying to kill fish. Drop back. Bring back. I said do a whole pack. This will look the ocean. What play the violin? And she still, yeah, I'm about to play the what? Not into you. She never in the mood. I ain't did a bad job.
Now this set gave me a culture shock. I'm not gonna lie. It gave me a bit of a culture shock. It was the first time at one of these shows that violence was super encouraged, which happens. Listen, that wasn't the problem at all. Actually, it was the problem. The white, suburban, sheltered Christian kid came out in me, and I immediately felt fear. I think it was more that my anxiety was like, yo, I know the people that run this event. I really don't want anything to happen. That would be like the worst thing to happen at such a good event. Obviously, though, nothing bad happened. It was just my brain being like, fucking, it's just my brain being dark. And his set was very good. I genuinely, like, I think this is one of the artists where I'm like, I really like his music. I genuinely discovered his music because of this event. And I think it's probably my second favorite new artist that I discovered through this event. And overall, it was a very good set. Next, we had a special appearance from Groovy.
Let's see it. Yeah. I drop this shit one more time, we gonna go crazy? We gonna run it back. I drop this shit one more time, we gonna go crazy? Let's do it.
He only performed the one song, but it was definitely a cool moment. I kind of wish B-Jax was there so they could like perform the full song, but still a cool moment nonetheless. Then was Slump Success. Bit of a different set from Slump than the one at Dead Egos like a month ago. Couple new songs, which is smart because there was definitely a bunch of the same crowd. Like a good chunk of the crowd that was there was also at the Dead Egos show. Was also very short because he was just a special guest. But it was cool to see him again. Still not necessarily someone I would go out of my way to see. The penultimate performer, Amiri, was next.
Hold on. Come on, you gotta sing this bitch word for word. You gotta sing it word for word, come on. Let go.
Crazy set from him, and was probably my favorite set of the night, including the moment where at the end someone had to do Coding Crazy for him because he was just tired and just put it all out there. I'm not gonna lie, I wasn't too familiar again with Amiri, just like I wasn't with 4-5, but his music genuinely, his music is absolutely insane, and I can't wait to hear more from him. We then had the headliner, CORLEO.
Oh
mean, this man is blowing up for a fucking reason. He's genuinely an amazing performer with great music, and even just seems like a cool motherfucker. Like, I saw the clip of him leaving the venue with Russ and Amir, and he just seems like he's got that energy that, like, very positive, embraces, and, like, comes off a little humble at times, which is very weird in a rap industry that's so based on, oh, I got this, I got that. Dom also brought out one of my top 5 favorite artists of all time, KILLY. KILLY obviously killed it. I mean, he's been an amazing performer. This is the second time I've actually seen him. First time being at Rolling Loud last year. And I genuinely can't wait to see him again. Of course, I had to hop in the pits for Kilimanjaro. And that track with Dom sounds really fucking good. All in all, First Class Fest was the Canadian Underground's Super Bowl. I feel like this was the culmination of what I've been calling my sophomore year, personally, in the industry. Obviously, I'll probably be outside a couple more times this year. I think Shaq Diesel has a basketball tournament happening that I might pop out to, showface to. Not play, because let's be fucking real. Look at me. Fucking look at me. I can't ball. There's also some Vampires Prom events that I'm debating on going to, but I have yet to check out. But other than that, there's not much left for me to do this year, and we thus start plotting on next year. I'm so thankful for the position that I'm in and the people I've surrounded myself with. I've never been happier in my life, and I can't wait to keep growing with this community. I genuinely feel like there's a movement happening not only in Toronto but in Canada as a whole. The youth are hungry, we're ambitious, and we're doing shit people in past generations could only dream of. Whether it's music, content, fashion, or any other type of art, there's genuinely a community that supports each other in the city, and it's spreading like wildfire. Go chase your fucking dreams. Fuck what anyone else says. You can fucking do it. And yeah, that's gonna be it for today's video. Be sure to like, subscribe, comment down below what you thought of the event, and I will see you guys in the next video.